It's Tamsin Young, and I want to speak to you about success. Success is quite a loaded word, and I think there's so many definitions of how we can speak about and use the word success, but the one I like the most is a definition that I've read from Maya Angelou, where she says success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. And I think this really sums up how I look at successful people when I'm looking at their numbers with them and the kind of life that they're creating. Do you like what you're doing? Does it make you feel good about yourself? Do you like how you're doing it? Do you like when we tend to think of money as a success as being very money orientated and number orientated, and have we got the correct bottom line figure? But there's more to it than just the bottom line. It's everything that's involved in getting us to that bottom line, how we show up, when we show up, and what we're showing up to do. And are we enjoying that? Is it lighting us up? Are we able to do that with joy? And are we able to meet our commitments with joy? Does it bring a lightness to the type of work that we do? Or do we approach it with a very heavy heart and think, oh, this is something that I have to do. I don't enjoy it, but I have to do it because it brings in good money. It keeps my business ticking over. And that is where the big difference is. And maybe you may be starting off somewhere where maybe you've got a job, maybe you're working part-time to support yourself while you get your business up and running. And maybe that work is not what lights you up. You can bring a sense of joy to that work, but you can also go, right, I want to change it more to this work, this business that I'm creating. But even when you're in business, you may find that starting off doing the work that you started with, that starts getting you down. It becomes too demanding. It's draining on you physically. You don't have enough time for it. And it's time for you to change to another format of how you present your work, how you work with people. So success can be an ever-changing way of looking at things. It isn't a put a mark on the wall and when we've hit it, we've hit it. It's constantly evaluating, how are you doing? How are you feeling about what you're doing? And are you enjoying your life? Have you got some kind of balance in your life that you are happy with right here and right now? Because again, balance is a very elusive thing. We talk about work-life balance, but it really ebbs and flows with sometimes you'll be devoting more time to work, sometimes more time to play. You have different commitments, you're in a different stage of your life, and all those factors have to be taken into account. Money is not the only factor that we take into account when we look at success. Well, it shouldn't be the only factor that you take into account when you're considering, are you being successful? Is it a successful business? For me, we're not comparing ourselves to anybody else. We're not looking at what anybody else has done. You can compare it to what you've done in the past, but the past isn't always indicative of what was successful. But you can see how you've improved, how you've come closer to what's creating success for you, creating the lifestyle that you want, creating a life where the business fits into that lifestyle, not where you're creating a life that has to fit in and around the business, that the business is dictating everything of what you do and how you do it, but your lifestyle dictates the kind of life you want to live, dictates how things are done. And your business is one of those things that you make a decision on with how you're going to operate and what you're going to do. So I'd love to hear what success means for you and how you may change your definition, how you may look at things very differently by taking into account these points. Pop your comments into the video below and I'd love to hear from you.